Hey everyone, gather round, because today we're diving deep into one of history's most chilling tales. Forget what you've seen in the movies. We're talking about the real story of the Curse of the Pharaohs, and it all starts with one name, Tutankhamun. Picture this, it's 1922. The world is buzzing. After years of searching in Egypt's Valley of the Kings, British archaeologist Howard Carter and his sponsor, Lord Carnarvon, finally hit the jackpot. They find a hidden sealed doorway. Imagine the excitement. They've just discovered the nearly intact tomb of the boy king, Tutankhamun, who died over 3,000 years ago. When they finally breached that final door, Carter peered inside. Lord Carnarvon, standing anxiously behind him, asked, "Can you see anything?" Carter's famous reply, "Yes, wonderful things. Gold, jewels, chariots, treasures beyond imagination." It was the discovery of a lifetime. But here's where the story takes a dark turn. Soon after the tomb was opened, strange and tragic events began to unfold. The first victim, Lord Carnarvon himself. Just a few months after entering the tomb, he was bitten by a mosquito on his cheek. The bite became infected and he died from blood poisoning. In a spooky coincidence, at the exact moment of his death, all the lights in Cairo mysteriously went out. And back in England, his favorite dog Susie howled and dropped dead. Coincidence, maybe, but then the curse seemed to strike again and again and again. George J. Gould, a wealthy American visitor to the tomb, developed a fever shortly after his visit and died within days. The radiologist who x-rayed Tutankhamun's mummy, Sir Archibald Douglas Reed, died from a mysterious illness. Howard Carter's personal secretary, Richard Bethel, was found dead in his bed, believed to be smothered. And Bethel's father, in his grief, threw himself from a 7-story window. By the end of the decade, over a dozen people connected to the tomb's opening had met untimely, often bizarre deaths. Newspapers around the world were screaming headlines, "The Curse of King Tut." The public was convinced that anyone who disturbed the pharaoh's eternal rest was doomed. Now, scientists and skeptics, of course, have tried to debunk the curse. They point out that Howard Carter, the man who was most involved, lived for another 17 years and died of natural causes at 64. They suggest that the deaths could be explained by toxic mold or fungi sealed inside the ancient tomb for millennia. When the tomb was opened, these spores would have been released, potentially causing fatal respiratory illnesses in those with weakened immune systems. But that explanation doesn't cover the car crashes, the suicides, or the lights of Cairo going out. Was it all just a string of unbelievable coincidences, hyped up by a sensationalist press? Or was there truly a malevolent force, a pharaoh's curse unleashed from that golden tomb to protect its king? To this day, the debate rages on, but one thing is for sure. The story of Tutankhamun's tomb is a chilling reminder that some mysteries of the ancient world are best left undisturbed. What do you think, curse or coincidence? Let me know in the comments.